season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The Cleveland ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Crawford. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This just a 24-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns 3, Steelers nothing.
Second and 12.
They're going to look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The pass.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Number 11.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
The pass.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Browns add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Browns 10, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
That'll bring up second down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Able to find his running back, Geis.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Olivier Vernon gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Oswald to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep. He's got a man complete.
The pass.
Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hunt. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 9 now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw again. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. And they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a look.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
1st down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
21. Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
first down past the 40.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 49-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check the 60. At the 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
And a yard at the 8-yard line.
Check 42 to Mike. Got to do better. 19 Tiger.
They'll run with Geis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Beckham Jr.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Chubb on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 14-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Number 11.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
24.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, an even 90 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4